Hello, lovely Kindness Warrior community. It's Amy here. Happy long weekend. So exciting that it's here. I'm just popping on here to do a short video, a couple of quick and powerful techniques that you can use when you find yourself in a negative mindset, when you feel that you are spiraling out and down. So I was so happy and grateful to be part of Kindness Warrior's first ever Luncheon Live yesterday. And thank you to all of you who were able to be there. It was a really great discussion and conversation. And one of the questions that arose out of that conversation was, I'm going to read it here, what's a quick way to change your mindset when you find it spiraling out of control? So this is a great question and one I get asked often by my clients. And really, this is the heart of the work right here. This is the crux of the matter, because it's easy to, when the coast is clear, feel in flow and inspired and clear and in action. And it's just, to feel good because everything, it's smooth, right? But we all know that life isn't like that. And, there's variety on the path, and there's obstacles and potholes and crazy S-bends and seeming dead ends and all these different roadblocks that come up on the journey. And so what do we do then? So I'm going to share a few tips. Before I get into that, I just wanted to, talk about and how it's so important how we frame this, that, stress and overwhelm or whatever other kind of negative emotion is coming up, it's so important to recognize that it's not something that's happening to us, it's something that we do. And it's usually a well-worn habit, something that we have learned in our little life, and it's just a way that we respond, that's an automatic habitual response, okay? So, and it's going to continue to be that way until we consciously choose another way. So make no mistake, this is hard stuff when we are in the thick of stress and anxiety and grief or whatever it is. It takes a lot of will and courage and determination and so many other things to just, really work in that gritty moment. But, we can get back to a better feeling state. So, and that is the goal. So usually when a negative emotion comes up, it's signaling to us that we are focused on something that we do not want, okay? And so what do? We're in the heat of this moment. The sailboat has tipped or even turtled, and what I like to call, it's a good image that is essentially what we need to do in this moment is it's like walking into a movie scene and yelling cut. Like, just stop. So step number one, feeling stuff. Okay, all I know I need to do right now is just stop. And then step number two is label it. It's just simple. Stop and then label. So depression, anxiety, anger, whatever the thing is that you're feeling. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Just stopping and then acknowledging, okay? The next step, number three, is where we begin to shift our vibration or our outlook. And one of the ways, this is two parts to it, but the first way is just to look around the environment where you are. So if you're in a room or on the back deck of your house or whatever, it's just start to look around in your environment and label what is in front of you. It's a really beautiful mindfulness technique that just stops the train of thinking and overwhelm and emotion, right? That we've got this brigade of stuff happening. We stop, we label, and then we look around and, name it out loud. Name what you see. I see some tulips over there in a blue jug. I see a blue typewriter. I see, just look and label it out loud. I see this wooden table, like whatever it is, and it just starts to stop the train of the mind and anchor you into the present moment, okay? So that's part one of step three. So one, stop. Two, label what it is that you're feeling. Three, anchor yourself into the present moment by just looking and speaking aloud what is around you. Part two of step number three is doing some heart-centered breathing, and I find this to be really, really powerful. Your heart space is a powerful energetic center. And so when we can begin to just start to do some deep breathing and focus on the area of our heart. So we are drawing our breath into our heart space. And, take a few deep breaths and picture your breath going down and into your heart space. And then you bring up something that creates a feeling of gratitude or appreciation for a thing. So whatever it is, it doesn't have to be complicated. It can be your furry, beautiful puppy dog that you love, or your child, or an image of you sitting on the dock at your cottage drinking coffee, or a yellow tulip. You just love tulips. Whatever it is that just gets you into this feeling state of like love and gratitude and appreciation for whatever that thing is. And that is a powerful shift, right? So that accomplishes the shift. You're out of the train of the muck that was before, and you are now just focused on this beautiful heart space and cultivating this beautiful feeling of gratitude or appreciation. Step number 4 is refocusing. So remember how I said when we're experiencing negative emotion, it's signaling to us that we're focused on something that we do not want. So we need to pivot, and in that moment, focus and decide, like, so how is it that I want to feel? What do I want to see happen? And just really, really bring yourself, and again, this takes discipline, to focus on what it is that you do want. Okay, so we've pivoted away from what we don't want, and we are wholeheartedly, because we've already cultivated that, appreciative state, it's much easier to start to think about what is it that I do want, and start to, journal it or speak it aloud, or just really start to feel and color it in more and more and more of what is it that I want? What do I want next? What do I want to have happen in this scenario? What do I want to create next? Okay. And there you have it. You've shifted it. And so you can get back into action because you've shifted it. And it's so important to do this because we don't want to sort of continue on when we're in a negative state of vibration, because it's just going to snowball and get worse and worse and worse. So those are my tips. I'm going to leave you with one other thing. If you're feeling like it's just too much to kind of go in and do what I've just talked about, there's another powerful tip, is just move with the body, and the mind will follow. So if you're just like, I don't know what else to do, but do this, put on your earbuds. Music is a powerful, powerful way of shifting your mindset. So, and walk out the door, listen to your high vibe music and get you rolling that way. So lead with the body and the mind will follow. Nature is another great thing. Maybe combine the two, music and nature. Go for a hike in the woods. But yeah, there you have it. And good luck using these tips. These are just a few of many, many, many other powerful tips that we can use to change our state and to get us back on track. Because we're meant to feel good. Our natural born state is one of peace, love, and joy. And so that is the goal, to feel that more often. And have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk soon.